industry in Zimbabwe brought a lot of changes, positive changes. The first is that it increased the amount of US dollars circulating in the economy. Before, the economy was starved of US dollars and it was affecting the exchange rate of the Zimbabwe dollar. But when the gold industry started thriving, there has been a lot of changes in terms of the stability of the currency, in terms of the stability of prices of goods and services. That has been seen and that has been happening. It has been a shock to those who imposed sanctions on Zimbabwe. They were quite shocked, why or how are we doing this? How is the economy managing to go on with sanctions imposed on it? How is Zimbabwe having so much US dollars floating around the economy, yet they are under sanctions? Then when they discovered that most of the cash is coming through the gold industry, when they discovered that the gold industry was lessening the impact of sanctions on Zimbabwe, they decided to do this documentary to discredit the whole industry, as if everyone in the industry is engaged in illegal activities, as if everyone in the industry is involved in money laundering. But if we look at the documentary, there is no evidence of anyone doing money laundering. There is no evidence of anyone bringing dirty money from any other place. All we saw are people who were making claims, people who were claiming that they can clean money. And these people, some of them looked as if they were even drunk. There was no evidence that they were in the right state of mind, or we don't even know the motive behind what they were saying. In this documentary, there is another disturbing aspect, the involvement of foreign law enforcement agencies. We saw a lady who claimed to be from the FBI. In other words, she was actually presented as a former FBI agent. And one of the statements she said was very, very disturbing, because she said that the United States does not want Zimbabwe to be part of the international financial system. And to her, the gold industry, or the use of gold, was enabling the Zimbabwean government to evade the sanctions that were imposed by the West. And this actually tells us one of the motives of this documentary. They have seen that the gold industry is assisting the government to evade their sanctions. And to stop that, they are using this documentary to discredit the whole industry and manage to throttle, or rather to put the tap off in terms of the flow of cash into the economy.